Yours doesn't make a noise like that?
No, mine goes ding. I have the ting sound effect, which I feel like is used a lot on TV.
Yeah.
And film. I feel like they use the ding noise a lot because I often have phantom. Oh, I just got a text message. Oh, nope, that's something on the TV set.
On TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever noise my text makes, it's the noise that the phone was set up to make. You know, like the...
Yeah, the stock text noise. Yes. You didn't go in and configure it any differently.
Mm-mm.
But
No.
But yeah, I leave my phone on silent and just let my watch notify me. Which
My
is great.
watch is sometimes kind of like delayed. So I'll get it on my phone and then like a minute later I'm like, oh, there's the message.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay, like 15 seconds maybe sometimes. Yeah. We have different. I have the second generation Apple Watch, and what do you have?
Fitbit.
Fitbit, that's what I thought.
Well, I don't know which Fitbit charged to or something.
Come on, Kate, the listener wants to know. That's okay.
I got it for my birthday last year because my first Fitbit died. Oh, it was awful.
Oh, why was it so awful?
Because I didn't want to get a new one. I liked what mine did, and I knew how to use it. And then if I got a new one, I was going to have to learn no bells and whistles because it had all been upgraded since the original. And
I thought maybe it broke a streak. You know, it breaks on you, and then you're like, "Oh no, I had 364 straight days of hitting my goal."
No, it all transfers. I mean,
well, I know, but did you replace it immediately? Same day?
Pretty quick, but because of your account, I guess, your login information, it still has everything. I don't like the design on the new bands, though. I am always afraid it's going to pop off the band. And when you buy new bands, they don't always fit as nicely. So it's I've got the Fitbit band right now that I think is pretty ugly. Where mine, I used to have some dressier ones, so I could look fancy with my Fitbit.
Yeah, I don't really swap watch bands as much now since I bought the fancy Milanese loop with the magnetic connector deal. Mm-hmm. But I was really into that idea for a while.
Yeah.
You know, one of the many ways that Apple can get you. Hey, accessorize, you know.
Well, and I don't know if mine were ever Apple, but I always felt like they fit, or not Apple, but Fitbit. They weren't always Fitbit, but they fit nicely, and I was never worried about them popping off. I don't know.
But now this newish design is okay.
Yeah, it's like the hinge or the bracket. It's like there's a little gap, and I'm like, oh, please don't pop off.
Oh, okay. Hasn't popped off on you yet, though.
Not this band.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm back to the Fitbit band to make sure that if it does pop off, it's Fitbit's fault and not the cheap Amazon band.
Oh, man, Kate, the temperature is supposed to stay in like the teens all week. The high temperatures.
So cold out there.
Paralyzes me.
Yeah.
See, this is when, in the before times, I should have planned a vacation somewhere warm. You know? Yep, beginning of February.
In the before times.
In the before times, yeah. In these in-between times, not really looking for a vacation.
Right.
Except for maybe, although taking some time off now and then just staying under the covers for the next couple of weeks might be a good time.
Right. Hibernate. I would love that.
Yep.
I would love that.
Do you ever feel bad, though, if you have a day where I'm not sure if you get as paralyzed as I can get by the weather, if it's just like, nope, not going to do anything, just going to hang out under the covers for too long and then on the couch for the rest of the day. You ever feel bad about that? Like lost productivity?
Sometimes. I'm not afforded those days very often. And I like those days when they come, but sometimes my guilt will creep up that I really should have done this, but I can always do it tomorrow. So,
gotcha.
Yeah. I have days where I'm like, all like, not like, I don't want to say depressed. That sounds very dramatic, but I have days, dramatic for me, not dramatic in general. Sorry, depression's not dramatic. I had to clear that up.
What?
I have days where it's like all I want to be is under my covers, where I'm like kind of sad, kind of just blah, kind of not feeling great. And it's like, I don't need Tylenol. I don't need, any medicine. I just need to be in my bed under my covers. And that seems to be a good medicine some days.
A bit of a down mood, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man, I tell you what, the biggest thing is when it's cold and cloudy, when the snow, when the sun disappears for days.
Yep.
Which it looks like the sun may be difficult to find this week. But, what are you going to do?
Yep. Drink a lot of tea.
Yeah.
Keep going. Yeah. I got some new tea, Matt. It's a mixed berry variety.
Oh, you did? You smuggled this out of the clubhouse?
Well, I didn't smuggle it. I walked in, I grabbed a handful of teas, and I walked out.
Okay, so what'd you get this time? Previously, you had Earl Grey, which you thought that tasted slightly better than dirt, I think is how you described it.
Yeah. It's got a very earthy feel to it. This one's supposed to be a mixed berry, a breakfast blend with mixed berry, I think.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not a tutti frutti tea person, so we'll see.
Yeah, me neither. I don't really like fruit-ish kind of teas. I like the ones that are kind of cinnamony.
Yeah. We went on a vacation in Ireland. My mom took our family.
Oh.
And we stayed at a castle one of the days, and part of the packages that my mom got was a authentic tea party. And I said, oh, that'll be great. I'll just, I wonder if they've got like hot chocolate or something like that. I was just kind of joking. And my mom was like, you're going to drink the tea because it's a tea party. Like, I'm not really a tea fan. And she's like, you're going to drink the tea. So I asked the waitress about some teas for someone who is not doesn't know as much about tea. And she gave me like this really citrusy tea, and it was nice. I could do that. So I'm a little like, I would rather have citrus than berry, but when you're taking tea from your apartment clubhouse, I guess you can't be too picky.
No, yeah, kind of got to take what they got there.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on trying a new to you tea.
I'm going to try one, yeah. They didn't have very many green teas, so I just grabbed green tea. So I left some green tea for others, and I grabbed a mixed berry.
Oh, that was very nice of you.
I thought so.
Yeah, today I am half Earl Grey, half green, half Japanese sencha.
Oh, I didn't even think about mixing.
I am out of Earl Grey now. I need to probably order some more because I do like the Earl Grey. And I wouldn't compare it to dirt, but
Yeah, I mean, you've got a probably more sophisticated palate than I do.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. Thanks for acknowledging that.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Welcome. That kind of feels like I'll allow it. You're welcome.
Well, we talked about that one day, the unprompted you're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I didn't say thanks.
Yep.
And I haven't called you out on it, but you slip that in there a lot.
I do.
The unprompted you're welcome, but typically you're right. So that's probably why I haven't called you out on it.
At least I'm not singing Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson style, right? You're welcome.
I don't get that reference. Okay.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is the voice of Maui in Moana.
Oh.
And he sings and raps to You're Welcome, written by Lin-Manuel Miranda. It's fun.
Did Lin-Manuel write all the music in that movie?
He did.
Oh. Huh.
He did. And I think he wrote all the music in the new Mary Poppins that he's in with a horrible British accent. But it's a cute movie.
Okay. My Disney Plus subscription just expired on Sunday.
Oh, dang.
So not going to be able to catch Moana.
Oh.
For the longest time, I thought it was Mona, but
It is not Mona.
Mona!
Mona. R.I.P. Mona. R.I.P.
Tony Danza in this movie? No.
No, Moana. We watched that over the weekend. It's a good one.
Oh, really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Dialed it up again.
Again.
How timely for us to have this You're Welcome conversation today.
I know.
Man, tell you what. The magic of this show sometimes, Kate.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
The magic of Matt and Kate communicating, though. I think that makes me laugh. Our conversations last week when we were emailing each other, Microsoft Teamsing. I don't remember. What is it? Instant messaging?
Yeah, we were messaging on Teams, yes.
Oh, it was a long day, Matt. It was a long day.
Yeah, you sent me video of Jim Belushi taking his shirt off or walking around with no shirt on.
Yeah, because didn't you say, like, you made reference to The Rock being, like, more something about The Rock. And I was like, The Rock's not my type. I'm more of a Jim Belushi girl. And your reaction was gross.
Yeah, I wrote ew. Yeah.
I don't, you guys, I'm telling you, Jim Belushi in the movie Return to Me was Minnie Driver, David Duchovny, and Bonnie Hunt. I saw that movie when I was in high school, and I was like, I want to marry a Jim Belushi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bonnie's not as funny as a Jim Belushi, but he has his definite moments.
Oh, he has his body.
No.
Oh, okay.
Did you end up watching those videos, by the way? Because you told me they were NSFW.
Yeah.
Is that like a well-known acronym that I'm just like...
Yes.
The last one getting it?
I believe that one's been around for a long time. And maybe it's because I'm used to receiving more not safe for work material.
Okay, so NSFW, not safe for work.
Right, because I was at work when Kate sent me this YouTube link, and Microsoft Teams doesn't give you a preview of what you're clicking through to, and I click through to it, and there's a topless Jim Belushi walking around, and I was like, oh my God, Kate, I'm still at work, people can see my screen, NSFW exclamation point. And then, I found it hilarious that you had to look that up.
I did. I was like, wait a second, should I know this? I don't know this, so not safe for work. And a topless Jim Belushi would give you pause, not cause. Would give you pause.
I was just trying to be silly.
Okay. I'm like, wait a second.
Well, then I was like, oh, you're getting me all hot and bothered, and I'm still at work, Kate. You know?
I'm just thinking maybe I need to raise my bar of like, company computer. I need to be more careful.
Well, I use my own computer mostly especially with more questionable searches and stuff. And my biggest thing is just having my screen in vicinity of other people, you know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not so much the work computer deal, but
okay.
People seeing like, what's he doing watching this topless video of Jim Belushi walking around? Didn't seem like his type, but okay.
Maybe I should be watching topless Jim Belushi too.
Yeah, and then the whole workplace gets nothing done.
You have to do yourself a favor and watch that movie. It's fantastic.
What's it called again?
Return to Me.
Probably not going to do that, but
oh, it's so good.
Rom-com?
So good. Yeah.
I'm not typically into rom-coms.
Rom-com, David Alan Grier, Carol O'Connor, Robert Loggia. It's good. It's a good movie. Minnie Driver, I think I mentioned her. Yeah. It's a good one. And there's a gorilla.
Oh,
and that's
okay.
all I'll say. Yeah.
Well, maybe now I will watch it.
You're welcome.
I didn't know that.
See?
See, I saw a thing from AAA because I follow AAA Kansas on my dedicated work Twitter feed. And they're like, hey, if your battery is 3+ years old, give us a holler. We'll come test it. I assume if you have AAA.
Right.
And they'll give you a AAA branded, maybe not give you one, but sell you a AAA branded battery. It's like 3 years? I think car batteries last a lot longer than 3 years.
I'm with you.
And whenever it's this cold, I do get paranoid. Even though, at home, my car's in the garage, I still get paranoid that it's going to not start after work.
I've been having moments of paranoia about how I'm driving to work or to school, because a lot of times I don't like to wear my coat while I'm driving because it's a great big coat. I'm just going from our door to the garage, and then I'm going to just the quick from the car to the work, so I don't need my great big coat. And then I have that like, oh my gosh, what if something happens and I'm stranded in the car, or I have to like get out of my car to make sure somebody else is okay. I'm probably going to want my coat. So
typically a car battery will last between 3 and 5 years seems to be the answer from most of the first page of results on DuckDuckGo. One of them says, hey, you might be able to get 7 out of it.
Wow.
I'm trying to think. Have I had a new battery since I got this vehicle? Might find out today. Jinka, 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 jinka. Jinka, jinka, jinka. Yeah.
Yep.
Artisanal mouth sound effects, Matt and Kate.
You're welcome.
Yes.
It feels appropriate.
Yeah.
It felt appropriate.
You feel welcomed? I mean,
do you?
You feel you should be welcomed? Okay.
Do you ever have grammar pet peeves when someone texts you? Like does the hair stand on the back of your neck when somebody texts you like a misspelled word that's
not really, because I do that all the time.
Okay.
And it's just like typing on your phone. It's like, okay, yes, just omit words and all that stuff.
You're welcome drives me crazy, though. When people put you're welcome, like I own the welcome, as opposed to you are welcome. Yeah.
Do you ever feel like you do own the welcome, Kate?
Sometimes, but not usually.
Okay. Usually that's incorrect when you receive that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does the phone highlight that? At least the iPhone, I think, notices that and puts the old red line under it, or may autocorrect it?
Nope. Especially if you do it all the time, then the phone learns this is how you are typing.
Right.
So they do it all the time.
Like autocorrect has gotten worse over the years as they've tried to have it learn stuff.
I have repeat offenders in my life that I just want to be like, you know you're spelling that wrong, right? But I don't, because I don't want to be that person. But it drives me crazy.
Yeah.
So that's my PSA today.
I haven't noticed any serial offenders. Your PSA is, hey, double check your grammar when you send messages?
You are welcome, not you're welcome.
If I do send a misspelling or leave out a word, I typically follow that text up with an asterisk.
Yeah.
And then with the correct word.
Yeah. If I catch it. I went back. Yeah. I was trying to text our realtor something, and she responded, and I came back and I was like, oh my gosh, how did she read anything of what I said and understand it to reply? Because I was doing the talk to text.
Oh, yeah.
And so I had to come back and be like, hey, Heather, sorry about that. I appreciate you reading my mind.
I ordered a used remote control over the weekend off eBay. Meant to bring this up.
What kind of remote control?
What
are you trying to control?
My TV, the big. I told you I didn't buy. So years ago, I bought it's actually a 2001 model when I tracked down the manual online. A CRT TV, one of those big, massive, 34 inches, which is pretty big back in the day. It weighs 163 pounds. Did I tell you I reobtained this?
I don't think so.
Okay, it ended up at a friend's house when I first moved back to the Kansas City area. And then I had been thinking about it recently. And then he actually mentioned to me, he's like, oh, yeah, we're looking to get rid of that giant TV. And I was like, actually, I've been thinking about that TV. I will take it back because I wanted to hook old game consoles up to it,
Okay.
But with it being a widescreen TV, the mode it's in now is to stretch the picture if it's a, the more 4:3 aspect ratio. Does that make sense? The old square aspect ratio used to get on the TV before they went widescreen.
Sure.
When I have the Nintendo, because I have a Nintendo Entertainment System still, when I have that hooked up, it stretches the screen, and the only way to change the aspect ratio is through the remote control, which I cannot find.
Mm-hmm.
And my friend had told me, he's like, I don't recall ever seeing a remote for it. And I go, yeah, that does seem like something that I would do, give someone a TV with no remote control. And I found it on eBay for $16.
Whoa.
And this woman I bought it from sells a variety of sells some clothes and just a ton of different things, but multiple remote controls. And I'm just curious, does she just go from like garage sale to garage sale and just say like,
right? That's what I was just gonna.
I'll just buy the remote control, please, because she finds out that that's a enough of a market. Plus, it's a lot easier to store a bunch of remotes for TVs that size than it is to actually store the TV also. But yeah,
pretty smart.
Ordered a used remote control. And looking at the photo, I'm like, couldn't you have cleaned that remote control up a little bit more? And then I thought, well, no, because she knew someone's buying a used remote control from a TV that was manufactured in the year 2001. They're probably desperate enough.
Exactly. I was just going to say, she knows you need it, so you're going to buy it.
Dirty remote control. So,
when's that to arrive?
It said like next week. It's like a week away. So
are you going to sanitize and quarantine it before you use it?
I'm scared to, because you probably want to use like maybe isopropyl on it or something like that.
Yeah.
And then I worry about shorting it out. Like it may be that the years of dander and finger grease and Cheetos and everything that's gotten into the remote control.
Gross. I don't know why that one set me like, huh?
Like that may be an integral part of the structure of the remote control at this point.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I mean, certainly you should be able to like Lysol it though, right?
Might be hermetically sealed. Yeah, maybe. Lysol it.
I mean, are you going to let it sit for like a week and it's Lysol, or are you going to like Lysol and call it good?
I can't let it sit. I mean, at the very least, I got to use the pick size. Pick size is why I had to basically buy this remote instead of, opt for a universal remote, because I don't think there are too many remotes that have pick size as an option that are at least manufactured these days. But yeah, so obnoxious. I couldn't change the aspect ratio just right there on the menu. Could change a lot of things in the the menu on the front of the TV, but that wasn't one of them. And I can't have my NES games stretched like that.
No, you can't.
Nope. So, anyway, one of the more exciting purchases in a while. Yeah.
Good for you.
Great. Yeah, I've really been dorking out as I've been setting up this retro room. I call it a retro room. It's got that big TV and laughing at me.
I don't know why that just made me laugh so hard.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was the way you said dorking out a retro room. It's like, yeah.
Gosh, Kate.
That it's not like making fun of you. Just the way you said it made me laugh.
Yeah.
Like I picture the Pac-Man flat screen table from Pizza Hut in the corner. And maybe like an orange carpet. When you say retro room, that's what I'm... God, not that all the things in there are retro.
I would really like to have one of those, like either, Ms. Pac-Man or Centipede, one of those cocktail table style arcade machines are pretty cool. Glass top. And cocktail. I believe that's what that's actually called.
Is that?
Yeah, like a cocktail table style. I believe Centipede was the most.
Get on eBay.
Oh, gosh. How much do you think that would cost to ship?
Oh, right.
I'm fairly certain there's got to be someone or multiple people in at least the Kansas City area that could service that market. But
I was going to say there's got to be like some Pizza Huts in some small town.
Yeah.
That, hey, we've had this in the back corner for 30 years.
I think my uncle still has, I know he has Miss Pac-Man for sure, the stand-up arcade machine. And he may still have Centipede, but I feel like maybe Centipede was out of order. I don't know.
Something came out recently around Christmas time. I want to say it's Sam's, where it was like 5 or 6 games, like Street Fighter and Pac-Man and some other games with a very generic, as if you had the stand-up game, but it was separate, kind of like a console where you would stand there and you could hook it up to your TV, I guess.
Right. Yeah, you still hook it up to the TV.
But still have the joystick and stuff.
Well, those little classic consoles have been pretty successful. There was the NES Classic and then SNES Classic. Genesis Mini, I think is what that one's called, which I own all 3 of. But
are they in your retro room?
No, I'm... Since those connect over HDMI, I've ordered a different box, this electronic kit that's coming in that's going to be pretty sweet, that emulates a whole bunch of old video game consoles and arcade cabinets and things like that.
So what kind of furniture do you have in your retro room?
I've got a recliner, and I've got basically a giant desk that holds that massive TV.
Okay.
That's it. There's not. Should I have some like 1980s era furniture, or what were you thinking?
Couch. Yeah. I was thinking like an Al Bundy couch.
Okay.
Like one of those brown plaid couches. You're the only one who can enjoy your retro room in the recliner, right?
That's true.
Okay.
In these in-between times.
Current times, yeah. There's that.
Because I probably could fit. I could probably move my love seat into there and move the recliner into the living room. Maybe.
I don't
know.
Okay.
I've thought about that. Or a beanbag chair would go well in there.
There you go. Or the, I can't say it on the air, but you remember those chairs that they would unfold into a mattress? And they'd fold back up into a chair?
There's some word that you can't use to describe that?
100%.
I believe it's called a convertible sofa, right?
I've never heard it called that. It's a chair.
Oh, a chair that turns into a...
That unfolds, into a, mattress. Let's see if I can...
You know what a convertible sofa is?
A pullout?
Yeah, it's just same thing as I assume you're describing.
I did have, a little love seat that was very similar to this. Let me see if I can... I'm going to send you a picture.
Yeah.
This is the chair. I did have a couch like this, though. In my senior year dorm room.
Waiting.
Yep.
Okay, there it is. Oh.
Did you see what it's named?
Yes.
Yes.
Anybody else call these a flip and beep?
Yeah.
A flip in, and then I'm not going to even say what the first word starts with.
Don't do it.
But, so basically this is just a bunch of cushions, is what this chair kind of is.
It kind of unfolds into a mattress
and
then folds back up into a chair.
Yeah, I would have never guessed that someone would call that.
Okay.
But it's pretty exciting. I don't disagree with that.
Right?
With that choice of name. But yeah.
There you go.
Great. And we learn and grow so much each and every day on this show.
There's a good old lady's chair right there.
You think that's an old lady's chair?
80s chair.
Oh, it's a good old...
That's a good old lady's chair.
80s chair.
Oh, that could be bad. The feedback that we would get. Oh, my.
Put the old good old lady in the flipping boop chair.
Oh, too funny. Yeah, caps lock talking about Marty Schottenheimer. That was not intended at all.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I wanted to call you out on, you stare at your fingers when you type?
When I'm sitting down, I do.
When you're sitting down, you do.
Like when I'm sitting, okay, not so much at work, but at home. When I'm sitting, the keyboard is higher than it's about shoulder length. So I have my hands up. And yes, I do look at my hands when I'm typing when I'm at home. If I'm standing, I'm much better, but...
That's weird that the reason why you have to look at your fingers is when you're sitting because your keyboard's higher?
Because it's not the correct posture, and everything's weird.
It is bizarre.
If I would just stop being lazy and stand up and work,
I
could get things done.
Have you considered getting one of those keyboard trays?
No.
Goes under your desk?
Does it have to be attached to the desk, or do you attach it to the desk?
Both.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, you can buy a keyboard tray and then install it into your desk.
Okay. No.
I think they used to be a lot more popular. Ergonomics, like you really want your elbows to be at shorter than, you want them at 90 degrees or more. You don't want to go too T-Rex with your arms when you're typing for ergonomic reasons. Yeah.
Correct. We were looking at getting a new desk for my studio at home. And I said, I don't know how much if I need a new desk or I need a new chair that can go up or down versus a nicer desk. So
yeah,
we'll see. We'll see. We got to go to the house on Sunday and check out all the new things there.
Oh, yeah, you're moving in a month, right?
Yeah. So we've got the first coat of paint is on the walls. The trim is all painted. We've got some counters. We've got sinks. What else is happening? The flooring started. So things are moving and shaking, Matt. It's kind of exciting.
Yeah. What a thrill. It's nice that they started building the house when they did, right? As now we have a frozen tundra that seems like it'd be difficult to put a foundation into.
Yeah, absolutely. And we were also told that if we had started now, like the build time they're saying is like 20 months versus 6 to 8 months. So we're pretty happy that we got in when we did.
Yeah. My brother works in remodeling. He has a remodeling company.
Mm-hmm.
And he was telling me how like lumber is basically
astronomical,
doubled in cost.
Yeah.
Due to COVID and maybe tariffs. I don't know. Maybe not.
We are finishing our own basement. And we kind of even gave thought to just saying, okay, let's just have them finish it. Let's just have them do it. But the price was going to go up because of the price of lumber. So it was like, yeah, we'll just finish it on our own. Never mind.
Yeah. You think you'll wait for it then? Wait for costs to come down?
I don't know. I think Monty wants to get things rolling. He wants a plan. And I don't have a plan for him. So that's our next step, is to find someone who can look at what our space and find out what we want and give us a plan, and then let him go from there. But he doesn't feel comfortable designing our plan.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why. I'm comfortable with him designing our plan, but he just wants a professional to say, yep, this is how you want it. And then he can do it.
I think that's a good idea.
I don't know. He's just, I'm just shocked at the amount of information for something that he does not do every day, or used to do in a previous job.
Oh,
I don't know how you just know so much about building houses and finishing houses like he does. It's just nuts to me.
Yeah, there are things that I think everybody does in a certain in their profession that seem like next level to, like retail employees, for example. You know? And servers at restaurants, for example.
Right.
It's like, wow, how do you remember all these orders? You know, it's just like, yeah, over practice.
Right. I guess I'm just more shocked that Monty has never built a house or done that in a previous job, but he knows so much about building houses.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That, like, he's never practiced, but he just knows so much about this stuff. And I'm like, I never would know that stuff if it weren't like a focus.
But he is in construction, right?
No, he's in gas.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
But does he like manage build outs or something?
Nope.
What's he do?
He's in gas.
Why do I not know what's that supposed to mean?
It means he doesn't build anything. He handles gas lines, both rural and...
Well, yeah, that's what I meant, though, like building out gas lines and stuff. No?
Yeah, not building, more like maintaining and upgrading.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
That's what he's doing right now, is he's in the middle of Iowa upgrading these farms. Yeah, it's cold up there.
How's that treating him?
Well, this week it's so cold that he is not off, but he can't do what he has to do. So he has to go get continuing training or continuing ed. So he's taking some classes in Des Moines, I think, this week.
So he still gets whisked away?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But he said this way, he'll instead of like stringing out all of his classes and trying to get it done while he's working, he can just get his classes done. I'm like, well, there you go. So
fun.
Oh, yeah. I mean, bet you those tests are real page turners before you have to study.
It's not open book.
Oh, I'm sure there's some sort of like accounting for that, right?
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm sure there's some sort of resource that they'd be able to look at while they're taking the test. I think. I don't know.
Yeah, there does come a point where you're like, are we worried that the entirety of the internet's going to collapse? Why do I have to have all this information memorized?
Right.
You know, but I know the argument could be made on like teaching kids math also. Like, why do I have to learn math? Why do I got to learn all these formulas when I can just type it into a thing and it does it for me?
And it does it for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm thinking like a lot of it is split decisions or maybe legal decisions or because they're upgrading stuff, maybe. Like this is how it used to be and this is how it's going to be. I don't know. I kind of...
Yeah, boring compliance stuff, yeah.
Yeah, but better him than me.
Yeah, we don't have too many tests or certification stuff in radio.
Nope.
I don't even have to have an operator's license. Like, you know, some of the old timers around here like to show off their official FCC license. You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have a lot of FCC licensees in the building?
You know what? That's a good question. I just know that Rick Reynolds does for sure.
Yeah.
So
when did the FCC stop licensing?
I don't know.
Okay.
Embarrassing.
I'm wondering what kind of things he had to do to get that license.
I think things like how many hours between like transmitter readings, things like that, maybe.
Okay.
I don't think it's necessary. Like, what are the precise words you're not allowed to say on the radio?
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. Like, name all the words you cannot say on the air.
Right. Well, he's been in radio since before curse words were invented. So, you know.
Okay.
Not a good joke.
I was just thinking, I didn't think he was that old.
Oh, yeah, he's just been in radio a long time. Long enough that he required one of those licenses.
Yeah, I guess.
Now I'm going to have to search, when did the FCC stop requiring licenses for operators? Getting greedy here. This article, April 28th, 1983.
Whoa.
Oh, but this is about CB radios. The commission abolished the licensing process today, throwing CB radio open to all comers of ages.
CB radios, are those the ones that truck drivers have?
Yes.
Come in, honey buns. This is Electric Boogaloo. Breaker 19.
Are you a trucker in your off hours, Kate?
No, isn't that fun though?
You moonlighting? That's great.
Electric Boogaloo, honey buns. What was the other ones? We had some good trucker names.
What do you mean?
Oh, my roommates and we had funny trucker names. So when we pretended that we were talking on the CB, we could be like, I think it was hot cross buns, not honey buns. Hot cross buns, come in. This is Electric Boogaloo.
And this was you talking on the phone, pretending the phone was the CB radio? Is that what you're saying?
No, I think this is just when we had a few too many and we're hanging out in our 20s.
So you're drunk on a couch playing CB radio?
Yeah. Without a phone. Yeah.
What a thrill.
I know. I can hear your jealousy in that. It's okay. Just had really fun times.
That actually is kind of cool. I don't know.
I know.
I wish I was hanging out with girls in college playing CB radio.
Right? I mean, kind of like, did you ever have a bar name?
Did I ever have a bar name?
Yeah, so that if you met someone that you really didn't want to give them your real name, you gave them your bar name?
No, never had that.
Okay.
Pretty desperate, Kate.
Okay. Well, my friends, Blanche Devereaux, Anastasia Beaverhausen, and myself, Kitty McDougal, we like to go to Westport with our bar names.
Why?
Good times. It's fun.
Okay.
There were many times that you would meet people who wanted to know your name and get your number, and you're like, instead of being rude, you're just like, sure. My name's Kitty McDougal. My number is 867-5309.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Jenny.
Yep.
Nice.
But it was like, kitty.
Anybody ever call you out on that? Was that the actual number you used?
No, I never used that number.
But you had a different made-up number you would use, or you would just make it up on the fly?
I would just swap a number with one of my numbers. Like, yeah.
Man, Kate.
Well, got to be prepared. Some people are persistent, and you don't want them to have your name or your number.
Oh, well, now.
And it's just easier to give a fake name and number than to be rude.
Yeah. Isn't the move now, though, like, oh, yeah, give me your number, and then I'll call you now. That way you have mine?
I don't know. Is that a move?
Yeah, I know I've done that before.
Tell me about the moves, Matt.
Well, Kate, this is a family show.
It's been a long time since I've had to learn any moves, so...
No, that's not necessarily a move you would use on a potential date.
Oh.
But you could use it just in general communication with people, you know? Yeah, like you get someone, like maybe someone starts here at the radio station.
Okay.
And they need to have your phone number and you need to have theirs. You can go, what's your number? And then, boom, they give you the number, and then I call their number immediately. And then they have my number, so...
There you go.
I don't know, maybe...
That's a professional thing, yeah?
But yeah, that could translate into the bar scene.
That could. I'd be in big trouble because I'm like, damn it, now you're going to have my real number. No.
Well, currently, well, even in the before times also, and probably the after times, kind of over the whole bar lifestyle.
Okay.
Too old, Kate. Too...
Are you?
Old. I don't know. Maybe. I feel like the bar scene is for people in their 20s and early 30s or something.
Okay.
Is that incorrect?
I don't know. I haven't been on the bar scene for a while, but...
The bar scene... I mean, you can go out to places, but places like... I consider Westport to be more, quote, bar scene-ish.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm talking... Once again, this is a good time to remind people that I don't know what I'm talking about, so...